The fantasy season is basically in the books here, right? We got 1, maybe 2 weeks left. Today, we're going to be talking running back value picks based on DLF's December ADP. The first value pick we have, it is Javonte Williams. We look at last season, right? Javonte Williams is going off the board as RB5 in September, right? Right before the year kicks off, before he gets hurt. He is now down at RB18. And I get being concerned about the ACL. Like, that is a valid concern. But to drop a player that many considered, right, the next breakout running back this far down the list, it feels short-sighted. I mean, we have countless examples of hyper-talented running backs coming back from the ACL injury and, right, reasserting their dominance in the NFL or, right, living up to the hype. You can look at Saquon Barkley. You can look at Dalvin Cook as examples. Both of those guys have performed better than Javonte Williams, so it's not, right, apples to apples. It's not 1-to-1. Javonte Williams, his kind of slow start to the season, right, well, it didn't really live up to expectations. I think at this point we can say a lot of that has to do with Nathaniel Hackett just being a joke of a head coach, right? He's just bad at his job, and that's how he got fired as a first-year coach before the season even ended. It will be a new offensive scheme, right? Melvin Gordon, Mike Boone, Latavius Murray, these backup running backs aren't going to be taking notable snaps, hopefully, right, from a healthy Javonte Williams. The expectation is he should be back, right, week 1 or week 2 next year, if not sooner. Does that mean he's going to return to form? No, right? There's going to be some delay in him getting back up to speed. We always see it. But as a player, as a talent, we know that Javonte Williams is good, and him being, a mid-level RB2 behind guys that have question marks, age concerns, like, I don't know, Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard is a free agent, right? We don't know where he's going to land. He's about to be 26 years old. I'm not taking Tony Pollard ahead of Javonte Williams. I think Javonte Williams, while he may not be the better back, he's going to have a longer fantasy shelf life here, and it's not a guarantee Tony Pollard is even the RB1 for a team moving forward. There's too much risk there. Another player, Dameon Pierce. No, I am not taking Dameon Pierce ahead of Javonte Williams. That's insane to me. That's short-sighted. A player who also ended the season injured here, right? Not torn ACL injured, but injured, and also just hasn't been great down the stretch here, right? Averaging under 4 yards a carry down the stretch of the season before he got injured. He has day 3 draft capital. There's a lot of things that can go wrong for Dameon Pierce. I will gladly take Javonte Williams 10 times out of 10 over Dameon Pierce in a startup. From a ceiling standpoint, from a longevity standpoint, it just doesn't make a lot of sense. Moving to our second pick here, it is James Conner coming off the board at RB34. I get the age concerns. I get the injury concerns. But when you're looking this late, I can't pass up James Conner. Since he's returned from injury, James Conner is the RB5 in points per game. To me, that just shows, the Cardinals are still very willing to utilize him, to put him in a fantasy-friendly role and make sure he produces. That's what James Conner is doing right now, and he's with the Cardinals for 2 more years. Even without Kyler Murray, James Conner has continued to produce, which kind of puts my mind at ease if Kyler's not ready week 1 next year, right? James Conner has proven he's still capable at 27 years old of being the focal point of an offense. Putting him down at RB34 behind Kareem Hunt and Jamal Williams is disgusting. These are players that are the same age, if not older, than James Conner. And Conner is, 1, still a workhorse, and 2, outproducing them. There's no reason. If you're a rebuilding team, you're not going to take James Conner. That's fine. But if you're a team that's going to be competitive year 1 in a startup, James Conner's a great value pick because this is the ceiling. You're looking at a guy that can put up top 10 numbers. Our last value pick here, he is coming off the board as RB44, and it is Khalil Herbert. Khalil Herbert right now is slated to be the Bears' RB1. Is he guaranteed to be a 90% snap share kind of guy? No, of course not. The Bears could draft somebody. Will they? I don't think they do. And then on top of it, David Montgomery's a free agent. They just chose not to extend him in the offseason. I'd be shocked if he re-signs with the Bears. And even if he does, Khalil Herbert, when he was healthy, was taking that job from David Montgomery. That was already in the works. It was happening, and it's going to be the same coaching staff next year. Khalil Herbert has the best chance to be the RB1 for an NFL team and provide RB2 value of anybody in his range. At this point, you're taking dart throws, and Khalil Herbert is going to be one of the better dart throws. Say they don't bring in a huge name in free agency. They don't draft a running back on day 2. His value is going to continue to climb as we work through the offseason. You get a nice value add from your startup draft. All right, guys, that is all I have for you. Again, if you like what we're doing, subscribe to the channel. You got questions, you got comments, drop them down below as well. As always, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.